inside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. 49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the 3rd overall pick for the 2021 draft out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win.
Blue check. Smith red. Yellow line.
Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. This defense for the Broncos, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was caught free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And we see on the next-gen stats, he was able to take it nearly 60 yards after that initial contact. Impressive. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Deshaun Watson. Of course, he won a national title at Clemson and already has 3 Pro Bowls under his belt in the National Football League.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. but there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Broncos are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Check, pink, switch, yellow, black block.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That 2nd down play nets a -4. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Blue check. Ready, go.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big play there for the Niners. And a very appropriate gain as well. 49 yards.
Check, huh? Check, go.
Oh, how about got this on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Mitchell again, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, his first rushing touchdown on the year, and the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Hey, Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no 1st-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that 1st-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds and the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
They'll try the air now with Watson rolling to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Right back to Mitchell here. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
On the double.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
And now they'll throw with Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. On the move to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Watson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards. Now a 1st down throw. Watson. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, here's Swift. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now it's Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Okay, right?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 14-0 lead, they may just try to get this to the locker room. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. The Lance going to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. And Lance now to throw. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Watson. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Down.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play.
Ready.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visiting Texans who were able to come away with the road victory. Davis Mills, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes.
A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll roll him out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
From the gun on third, Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
On first down, Watson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Dobbins, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Another run with Mitchell. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Here's Lance to throw it. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Set, hut. Hut, go.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold him.
Here's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And the grab by Croft. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Returning is Peppers. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Rolling to his right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. A handoff running left is Dobbins. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Faking the give. Now Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd down at 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Swift will score. Touchdown, Broncos. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Lance now on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Lance. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. Lance finding Kittle. 1st down, San Francisco.
A healthier Kittle was back in his Pro Bowl form in 2021. Even missing 13 games the last 3 years, he's still 2nd among tight ends in yards since his breakout 2018 campaign. Gets another chunk of yards there and a 1st down with that catch.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success. 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Dancing to his left. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big pickup of 38. What a throw right there for the 1st down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Mitchell is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Once more with Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. Denver's offense now set to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Another run here with Dobbins. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 1st and 10, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They try to take a shot there on 2nd down, and that leaves them, because of the incompletion, a very tricky 3rd and 10.
And with the time situation, you would expect them to try and get it all in this one play, but there's still enough time that if you can take something shorter, gain some yardage, make it a more manageable 4th down if you need to.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Watson to throw. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school. There he goes, right side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Deshaun Watson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 53 ticks to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. To throw, Watson out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On first down, it's Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Gardner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Albert Okwuegbunam, the intended target. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Watson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the 49ers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.